Homeless people break into the building, pee on the floor, and just hang out in there. No security. Mice are running around the garage as you're trying to walk to the exits. Good luck waiting for a parking space, by the way. This place should be
Oh,
sued and then shut down. The worst living experience ever.
all right. Now, guys, back by popular demand, we're going to go back to Silver Spring. We try to leave Silver Spring,
Oh, we know what's up with
but
the
it
Silver
keeps
Spring.
dragging us back.
I
Silver
try to
Spring.
get out and they keep
Bring me.
pulling me back in. Every time I try to get out, they keep pulling me back in.
All I'm going to say is rats in the courtyard. That sounds like a play,
Huh.
don't it?
They about to hoop.
Arrive, Silver Spring. Let's get the address.
Gotta see this jump. Gotta see this jump.
And this is the same building that was caught on fire. A girl died. Why am I showing
Oh, that's
you?
the jump. Yeah, the brown jump. Looked like a
Hold on.
brown tower
Okay.
with the little
So
corner.
the arrive at Silver Spring, located at 8750 Georgia Avenue. Do not
Come in.
move here. This place needs to be shut down. It is an absolute circus and it's life threatening. This is what the people say. What myself and other peoples have experienced living in this building has been traumatic, alongside so many issues inside the apartment units and throughout the whole building. This place had a fire because the building did not have sprinklers or
Damn.
a manual pull fire alarm. It was my tower, 3 floors above me, which caused a young woman to die and many people injured and had to be relocated. 1 year and some later, this place still looked as if the fire happened 2 weeks ago.
Dang.
The paint on the walls falling apart and the hallways still stink. The
Yeah.
first day I moved in, my sink disposal, okay, garbage
Garbage
disposal,
disposal. Yeah.
fell apart. I had mice and roaches issues until the day I left. All the
Mm.
staff are unhelpful, unprofessional, rude, and completely bloody useless. The reception staff sleeping in the mailroom, after almost an hour of me waiting and knocking on the door, finally came out to open it wearing socks. Homeless people break into the building, pee on the floor, and just hang out in there. No security. Mice are running around the garage as you're trying to walk to the exits. Good luck waiting for a parking space, by the way. This place should be
Oh,
sued and then shut down. The worst living experience ever. If I could, I would not even give them 1 star, but they had to so they could
damn.
do this review. Another tenant says this.
Get this
Hold
jump
on.
here.
This man just wanted to get a good sleep. Imagine
Man.
Unless
trying.
absolutely necessary, do not move here. Your health may be at risk. These are 2 glue traps I have been using and had out for 2 weeks. The cockroach infestation is so bad that bugs crawl on me in the middle of the night.
Hey,
I have
how you?
spoken to at least 6 other residents about it, and they all report having an infestation.
Oh,
I am a relatively clean person, so I thought this won't happen to me. And well, the photos speak for themselves. The exterminators they use have not been effective, and I have personally tried a combination of spray, baits, 2 different brands, egg stoppers, and glue traps, which also do
my
not
man gonna kill
work.
himself.
Cringe. Do you got the pictures?
Okay.
He gonna
Get
kill
out of there.
himself.
Cringe,
You
cringe,
seen that bam
cringe.
on the
Trying to
ground though.
poison.
And they
Yeah,
still averaging the 3 stars
my
on
man got
Google.
Joe's
How is
apartment.
that?
Yeah, completely.
My
How are they
man
still?
living in.
How are they still averaging 3 stars? I'm scrolling through. All I see is 1 star, 1 star. Oh my
Damn.
God. Oh,
Benny and the Jets in that box.
let me share my screen. Oh my God. Oh, you got it. Okay. Oh my
Look
God.
at this
That's just
shit.
what I just
What is
saw.
that in the
Oh,
middle though? What's that in the middle? Is that shit or is that?
That's
I think it's either eggs or bait.
I
that was
don't
the
know.
bait.
That's the bait.
Yeah, look at the Bama that got close to it. He was like,
Oh, that's
Oh, I'm
disgusting.
not gonna be able to sleep
this little
tonight.
Bama that got close to it. He was like, I got it. Yeah.
5 months ago. 5 months ago. So this picture that you're showing right now was posted by a resident named Cameron, and the office responded to her and said, Cameron, we appreciate you bringing this issue to our attention. We understand your frustration with the cockroach infestation,
Mm.
and we are working diligently to address it. We want to assure
Liar.
you that we take this matter seriously and are committed to providing a comfortable living environment for all residents. Please feel free to reach out to us at Arrive Silver Spring at trinity-pm.com if you have any further concerns or questions. That was
Bullshit.
5 months ago.
It's still going on too, I'm sure. Them roaches having Royal Rumbles in that box.
So then 2 months later, someone else wrote a
Roach
similar
is back.
review and some other issues, and they responded as well.
Working
And
diligently,
the
huh?
same, in the same manner of,
Mm-hmm.
we're working, we're concerned, you matter, it's serious, email us.
I know they be sending that, hoping like, man, I hope this could buy us some at least 2 or 3 more months to do nothing.
For a
Even 1 month ago, still the worst place somebody's ever lived, a guy named Sam. And they responded. So they're more, what I'm seeing is that they're more active on responding to the reviews on Google than they are to the actual issues in the
What did it
building.
take? What, 1,500 for an exterminator to come out there and hit that building up?
What's
2,000?
gonna have to happen probably is they gonna, how old is that building? Let me see.
it's in the wall, so
They're gonna have to like demo, they're gonna have to start over.
Blow that joint up, man. Send them folks
They're gonna have to like, cut holes in all the walls, bomb everything, wait for everything to crawl out, die. You know what I mean? Like they need to shut that joint down. Everybody needs to move out and they need to start over.
do what you gotta do. How much a month is that joint?
I
Roaches
don't I,
roaches last nuclear bombings, they say. I don't know if it's true, but
Yeah, you know
they
what I'm
find
saying?
places to hide. So whatever an exterminator is doing,
Let's
these
say nuke that
prices
joint.
these prices is kind of high for a one bedroom, one bath or 815 square feet is
You got the nerve.
1950.
They got the nerve to call this
it's
joint.
the
What?
location. It's downtown Silver Spring. It's right across the street from the Fillmore. That's how they living across from the Fillmore.
No, that's not the
Wow.
Fillmore. That's it's close to the Fillmore.
No,
They got this joint.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
not it.
there's like a Bank of America right next to it, from what I believe. Um,
They ain't got this joint.
on
it's downtown Silver Spring. It's right
yeah, it's downtown Silver
at
Spring.
Hey man,
Fenwick Lane. Yeah.
that website is a bunch of lies. You gotta go to
What
the website.
I hate that I hate these type of apartment promotions where they just have young people slim and fit having fun,
Yeah,
having some coffee or
yeah.
something, laughing. The whole time it would be families,
Uh,
four kids
they did. Yeah.
jumping up and down on your wall and your ceilings and shit.
Don't
Homeless
just come
people.
home. Arrive. Find your new apartment home in Silver Spring. Hey, that Joe smack. Hey, they got the little say. Hey, they their website. You would think these apartments look real nice. Got the
Or
black girl in that joint. Got the Chinese couple with the black couple
yeah,
chilling. And
that shit kill me.
don't just come home. Arrive.
To shit.
Yeah, enjoy 2 months free rent. I bet you probably give them three just cause. Hey, we need to
They just
get
throw it
them
at
in
you.
here.
Yeah. You gonna be
Yeah, hey,
complaining anyway. Here, take this.
right.
Here.
Take the
God
3 months. We want that 1950 after that third month though. And they just sitting there taking that. They probably get the 2 months free. I mean, that's what you see at the top of the screen. Say, enjoy 2 months free rent. Let me click that jump. Takes me nowhere when I click that jump. Nope. Well, yeah. It
Someone someone put side note where they said something about they got mice now, but someone said
dang.
side note, I think they are pulling a 2006 financial crisis scam because I would say 50% of my floor has been evicted in the 15 months I've lived here. I have no proof, but I am convinced that they are accepting applicants without the means to pay the rent.
Oh,
Ooh.
they are definitely replying. They replying to every review out this show. Hey, it's some folks that's like, what they say? They said on top of that, many issues we've had in just 4 months of living here. Mice power internet outage. I couldn't do that.
You
Imagine
gonna
being on
take
the
my
show.
internet?
Yeah, I'd be on the show and all of a sudden that shit just cut me out. I'm like, hey, and remember Ish Talk, bro. Can't do that, man. Can't do that,
We
man.
ain't trying to do no Sopranos finales and shit.
I'd be clowned out. They'd be like, cool, got that Obama internet. She
They still
Okay.
giving out them free phones in DC. I still be seeing them
really.
cables. Yeah.
I gotta see this Obama phone, man.
But we are praying for the people at
Arrive.
Arrive.
Nuke
It
that
look.
joint.
I think it needs to be changed to departure.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Nuke.
Thank you, faithful participants in the chat of DMV News Ish Talk TV. I understand that my brothers, well intentioned as they are, were communicating more of a PSA, a public service announcement from coming from a place of concern, and it was received as victim blaming, victim shaming, young girl shaming, and any number of those things. I know their heart, and I know that that is not the case. I also know that we shoot this show, and it's about an hour and a half, and B More makes the clips, and he doesn't always clip right and give you the context of the beginning of the conversation, and then sometimes clips it right in the middle before you get all the way to the end. So the meaning of whatever was intended does not always come that way. That's why I encourage you all to go over to YouTube and watch the full segments of our show, which I think Be More is going to start doing. Right now, we just have the full show and then these clips, but we're going to clip out each segment, each story, so you can see each story in full. So, what they were trying to communicate, which is something that we have spoken on this show plenty of times all year since I've joined, is how important it is to look out for our kids, especially our girls, our young girls, and not just when they're little, but even in their later teen years and in their early 20s, to also have relationships with your children so you have some idea of where their head is at, of what it is that they're doing, who are their friends, understanding their vulnerabilities, understanding whether the level of strength, peer pressure, resistance, all of these things about our kids, how important it is, because they will fall victim as prey to seasoned predators that are out here. And I think that that's my brother's message. Girl dad and girl football, basketball coach, they all have the best interests of youth and our children in mind. And I do second the opinion that it is very important to be nosy about your children. Our hearts go out to Takara's family and friends, 100%. It's a terrible thing to happen. How much more terrible would it be if the same thing happened next month to somebody in that same circle or in that same school or in that same community, because because we are afraid to talk about preventative measures, to take action, to try and have a conversation about all of the things that are out there that our kids are falling prey to. Because 20, 21, 22, you're still a kid. I don't care what the legal binding age and government and alcohol and driver's license tells you. You're still developing. Oftentimes 25, 26, your maturity, especially with boys, but in both, it's not there yet. And so that is the public service announcement that we would like for you to walk away from as it relates to this story. And anytime we talk about someone passing in the hands of whether it be domestic violence, like the young lady in Capitol Heights who had the husband. They were upset because they saw me laugh because Be More said Home Depot. You know, it's like there was a public service announcement that came after that where I talked about young girls and dealing with guys that are way older than you. Nobody watched it. Just zeroed in on the Home Depot and on me chuckling.
He
And
said
so
that.
don't, cut your nose to spite your face. Be able to see the forest for the woods, and understand that we do this to actually have conversations that are going to contribute. And that's what I have to say about that.
As long as the conversations had to win in our book.
Also, I think it's also about Hit Dogs Hollow.
Oh shit.
But yeah, let's move on to DC. Now, Trump's takeover crackdown is almost over. He apparently crime is down. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Was this all worth it? This was a fu to the Democrats, but
Yeah. Democrats keep dying on this hill, man. Uh, it seemed like it was a success, not perfect, because I know they were talking about this streak of no murders and no homicides or whatnot. There was a couple, but I would say this, I usually watch the news every day, and usually it's another shooting. I haven't really seen that as much, and not as much. So, man, kudos to the takeover. Hopefully, they could come up with something with Bowser and family that can ease the tension between the two. But Democrats, y'all taking the hills, man.
uh, yeah, the mayor said that she's going to continue the crackdown, even though the Trump thing is going to be lifted, and but they're going to stop working with ICE after the takeover's over.
They're gonna stop working with ICE.
Yeah, stop cooperating with ICE right now. I mean, when it's over, they're gonna stop working.
Yeah, they got these illegal immigrants that's committing most of the. I don't have the ratio on my face, but basically it's the illegal immigrants that's coming up with these heinous crimes. I mean, we just talked about her. Heinous crime. This Bama was here illegally, and we just gonna stop with ICE, stop cooperating with ICE. Man, ICE, baby, this jump all over the place.
Les,
Sorry. I don't think that the violence I don't I don't think that anything has changed. I think that the fact that they can only use the stats, let me see, they can only use the stats um, of arrest to back up that statement is laughable when we know that they were regularly arresting people that weren't doing anything. No.
what is it?
And we know that where they were stationed most of the time was not in any of the areas that have the reported high crime activity, as the residents of those neighborhoods consistently said. So, again, none of this is true. It was a waste of time. Like I said, it was a terrible idea. All it did was, for the most part, mess with regular people, like I said, and it was a bunch of just pomp and what do you call it, pomp and circumstance, just just show for nothing. It was a waste, and it just stressed out a lot of people. Stressed out a lot of people. I have my young people. A they're putting together a show tomorrow at Art All Night Easter Market, and their show is inspired by the DC takeover and the assertion that basically all DC youth are just running rampant and wild all over the city and don't know how to act.
Yeah, that's
And
what
it's called
Trump
Killing Me
said.
Softly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
nice.
what they
Okay,
say.
called
And
killing it
so the
softly.
kids show is called. I'm gonna send you the flyer. Hopefully you could put it up in the show clip. It's called Killing Me Softly. It'll be tomorrow, 6:25 to 7 p.m. at Easter Market. Yeah, no.
So Trump's called DC youth monsters or something like that. Do y'all think this is like some old school dog whistling. Cool.
The Bam is almost 80. He's clearly dog whistling. Hey, get off my lawn.
A little fight with your wife shouldn't count in DC crime stats, but he wants to get rid of that stats. So so he is back in the day, you know. You give her
Yeah,
you give your wife
yeah,
and you
that
tell
it's
her to
that
cook you
with
something.
right. And when she say, "We don't have no bread," and he slap her for no having a loaf of bread. That's Trump. The Trump on that type
I think
type.
that's a very, I think that's a very common male point of view. Actually, I don't think that Trump is unique in that, and that's why so many reports aren't taken seriously, acted on, or are just go unreported because the lack of effort or care or follow through that happens. You know, I mean, it's kind of like throughout. I don't know, all time overall, men aren't particular advocates on standing up for domestic abuse. Anytime I ever ask a man, like, oh, what if we was, like walking down the street and they saw a man beating on a woman, 9.7 times out of 10, they've always said they're not going to say anything and they're not going to do anything because that's their relationship, or because she's just going to end up back with them, tomorrow, or she probably will start jumping on you. So, I mean, this is a reflection of what I hear from men all over for
If
quite some time.
nowadays, you know, I said to somebody, we were talking about somebody, and I was like, man, if I gotta talk to a woman beater, I'm not gonna fuck with him. And then the dude that I was talking to said, you know, choking somebody don't really count. So I was like,
Jeez. Did we
but
just have a we just had a
but
discussion
He
about a
probably really
Bama
but
that
meant it
got
to.
killed?
yeah, but do y'all think that nowadays, like, it's so we have to let go of every man is not perfect. Every man, a lot of men, you know, had to put their hands on women. Like, is that, you know, that's part of like the R. Kelly thing? Can we separate that type of domestic violence to? Because if that's the case, you're gonna have to lock up every man. Now, I haven't
That's
done
the
it
problem.
personally. I haven't done it personally, but
Cool, what you think?
And then there's the boy who cried wolf situations where it's the woman that's
damn,
calling and the Bama ain't even do anything.
damn, he went to
This is
blaming
also
he went to
true.
blaming the victim again, y'all.
No,
Jesus
no, no,
Christ.
No,
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 but
no, no,
you know
no,
this
no. I'm with
happens.
you on that one.
This
That is
this
a
this
thing.
happens,
It
and it's
does
like
happen.
it's a
But
touchy
before you go there,
situation.
but before you go to the lies, because we're not talking about liars, we're talking about the real the victims. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Are there degrees of physical abuse on a woman that are acceptable, or physicality that shouldn't be considered as abuse?
See, I'm not that type. I'm not even the confrontational type. We get in an argument. If I don't think it's liable, I'm walking out. I'm not even getting into that point where you putting hands on me or I have to block because I'm not going to hit you because I already know the laws. It's against me. So if I even raise a hand, I know I'm in trouble. So
Well, if you're in DC, you'll
usually,
be all right.
yeah, usually I'm out of there though.
But
Yeah,
but but
well,
but how many people do you know? How many men do you know have actually put hands on a woman?
nope. I don't even think I associate with folks like that. I don't
So there is
recall
no
any of
so
my
there is no
guys.
separation
Mm.
between the man and, I mean, I think it speaks to your manhood. And what I was saying, that's part of the problem, is I think that the fact that we are, so many people are okay with just kind of letting stuff like that slide. Nobody's held accountable to their behaviors that actually let you know what type of person they really are. So if the person you doing business with, somebody's like, well, I'm just doing business with them. What they do in their house has nothing to do with me. So if everybody is operating on that mindset, the lack of accountability from society only encourages worse behaviors, because even though we're human beings and we're at the top of the food chain, this we our actions can be very, very wicked and very, very evil. And the only thing that keeps us civilized and appropriate and humane and fair and righteous is the society around us. When there's no rules, Men, as in men and women, turn into savages. They turn into straight beasts. So I think that there needs to be a shift when it comes to things like this.
Because we're talking about
Okay.
abuse. So Trump said
Okay.
we gonna let that go.
So
If you beat your wife, you know, it's her fault.
I
But
mean, because what little fight is a little fight with the wife? What is that? Is he not talking about an argument, right? So is he saying like maybe if you just smack her
yeah, smack her up.
once or
Yeah, nah,
twice,
that's nah.
that
That's
that's
You're
that
that's
gonna
that should be
and
okay?
then
Y'all can work past it.
in certain places, the cop gonna be like, "Yo, you gotta leave," or whoever called the police gotta
right.
go. So,
Well, friends say woman who died was afraid to report abuse because she was undocumented. You see? On September 5th, Anna Catalina Membreno died at a Nova Fairfax hospital after police say she was strangled unconscious by her boyfriend, Robert Leo Howald. Her friends say he repeatedly hit her, but she was afraid to go to police because she was undocumented.
mm,
Membreno was 28. According to a GoFundMe page set up by her sister Raquel, she loved soccer and dancing. She was from Colombia and living in the United States without legal status. Police say on August 30th, Howald called 911 to his Falls Church home where officers found Membreno not breathing. He was arrested the same day for felony assault and strangulation.
ooh,
The agency notes several legal protections, including one specifically for domestic violence victims that offers a pathway to lawful immigration status without relying on their abusers. So they say that apparently there's supposed to be a particular pathway to of protection
oh,
to
Department of Homeland
immigration
Security.
status. Department of Homeland Security says that they offer this for victims of domestic abuse, so that way they're not forced to live with their abusers, out of fear of being deported. I think it sounds good in theory, but I have a feeling that nobody trusts that for real because
Not right now either. And I
it's
feel them.
a with Trump, with all of these executive orders that are superseding things that are policy and regulation.
They like,
Yeah, nobody's taking that chance.
I ain't trying to leave the country, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and take these licks and try to find out a way to get out of here. But then you end up at the worst state, dead or hospitalized, trying to find a way out. I would just urge women, undocumented or documented, they raise their hand up. That is a red flag. Get out of there if you can seek help. If there's a number, please call it.
Do you all think that culturally there are levels of abuse that are accepted
Oh yeah,
differently, like
oh
from
yeah.
country to
Mm-hmm.
country? Do you
Of
like
course,
what Trump
yeah.
is referring to, that they don't actually
Yeah.
consider it abuse?
I know,
Who
for
is this by?
example, in the black neighborhood, a black house, if a nephew, if the grandson was seen by the grandma hitting the woman, the grandma gonna do something. But in Japan or China somewhere, if it's the same way, the the man gonna keep hitting the woman.
They just go look at
They
them
don't
like,
care. Yeah, they just look at
yeah,
him. Even in
what she
Africa,
do?
even in Nigeria,
In Nigeria, what?
they be slapping women upside their head.
Is that a stereotype? Because I hear that a lot.
It might be true.
They be
But I
like,
don't know.
God
I
damn it.
wouldn't say that a grandmother or anybody. I would say like when it came to my marriage, if anything, their position was unless he's beating you, then you need to stay and make it work. So
Mm.
I don't think that widespread grandmoms and moms are saying accept physical abuse in Nigeria. I don't think that's true. But I do think that it is true. I have seen in our culture that anybody can get a dirty slap. It could be a boss to an employee. It could be in like a restaurant, in an office. It could be
Yeah.
a man to a woman to a man. But it's normally what I've seen. It is always like in a kind of this subordinate type of nature. So I guess in some ways, I guess I don't know for sure,
Somebody in the
but
comments said, why is she here illegally? She basically she deserve it.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom,
Well,
doom.
now that's what you call victim blaming.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
say
crazy,
that.
man. No one deserves to get hit,
But
man. I just, oh,
Or murdered
but
that
that
by their
too.
but it has to
murdered
go the
by their
same way when it comes to the Ukrainian girl, because
what Ukrainian girl?
people were
Yo, you
saying,
don't want to see that video.
they're saying they all on her side because she got stabbed in the subway by,
Hell yeah.
I don't know if he's black or Caribbean or African dude.
I think he
So,
black. He
but
sound black on the
So what
audio.
happened?
he stabbed her on the train, so they making it a racial thing. But she's illegal. Well, she's a refugee from Ukraine. But so now we talking about the Spanish girl. What's her name? Anna, that passed
So
away.
wait,
Anna.
does refugee mean that the country let you in because of an emergency?
Yes,
Yeah.
So then she's
Yeah.
legal. So
She
you can't say
good.
it's the
So she
same.
was all right. She
I
was
mean,
all
as far
right.
as that argument in the chat is concerned, not as far as what my beliefs are, but
She got the special
yeah,
because she came from
I
Ukraine.
definitely don't think that whether you're legal or not means that you have to just suck up crime or attacks or violence that happen to you. I definitely don't believe that. All I would say is to any woman, especially when it's a dire situation, yeah, man, I wouldn't no. Actually, I
I
won't even
think
say that. I'm not gonna say nothing.
I think the Bama knew too that she wouldn't go tell because of the situation. So he took full advantage of that.
and he's a
That's
citizen.
crazy. He's a
Yeah,
He's a
citizen.
citizen.
So he
Yeah, I think
knew.
it's
He
something very
knew.
common. Same thing with employers and kind of like, choosing not to pay their workers or making them work crazy hours that they didn't agree to originally. And they're like, well, you can always quit,
I'm
and
like,
then don't pay them back pay. I think that people do take advantage of illegal people here. Um,
mm-hmm.
but,
wherever she from,
it's one of those things. It's one of those things.
wherever she from, I say we deport Robert Leo Howard to and let them folks know out there what he did and let
Colombia.
justice take his place. Let justice take his place out there.
Yeah,
Drop
I'm
his
not
ass right off.
for deporting American citizens. Just
In this
deal with
situation,
them in any situation. Deal with them in America. Why are you shifting
drop
off
his
your
ass.
problem
I
somewhere
don't
else?
know, cause around
If
these
anything,
parts,
let her family come visit them in the holding cell or something. You know what I'm
fair
saying? Like,
enough.
or
Fair
get him,
enough.
catch him in court. Like I saw, you saw the video with the guy who, the two sons who attacked the mom's boyfriend because he murdered their mother.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
tore his
Fair enough.
behind, something like that.
I just don't need him getting shackled up and thrown in a box without no scars.
But even like in the jail, I think unless you like something with kids, I think everybody does take exception to. But they don't care. They don't care that you beat a woman. They don't care that you killed a woman. Men don't care. That's my whole point.
Let me ask y'all, which state has the most abusive domestic violence cases
I would
uh
say Maryland.
in the DMV?
I would go with
I don't
Maryland.
know.
I'm
All
guessing
right, Les,
Maryland.
what you?
I would think it's equal. It's wife beaters everywhere.
Virginia is at 59%, Maryland's at
Damn.
54, and DC, well, smaller, is at 67.
Damn,
So
no.
I thought Virginia was for lovers.
Yeah.
So again, all terrible. How more
It's
than half the population are wife beaters? Are we for real?
Yes, y'all don't know how to act. That's what I, I wonder if the domestic violence went down with Trump.
I gotta see them numbers.
That's crazy.
DC leads with the highest percentage of women reporting lifetime intimate partner violence at 67, followed by Virginia 59.
Jeez.
So
Hey, I want out that 67, like how many out that 67 was like smack? Like, why you call them? Think y'all might have just been arguing and throwing shit at each other, making noise, and Bama was like, hey, they at it again.
and nobody don't do nothing. All
Neighbors,
right,
they called. They
all right.
doing it again.
I think that we've normalized toxic relationships because if you got
I
something
know
where
when it
they're
started.
when people are at it again with physical physical violence going on, throwing stuff or whatever, like that's not healthy and that's not
Nah,
actually normal. That's not actually how life is supposed to go. I think we have this like we've been desensitized or something where it's just like, oh yeah, they just, that's just the usual. Oh, that's stuff that happens, or
Damn.
oh, you don't know what happened in people's household. It's like,
I know when it started. Remember back in the day in the black and white movies, the dude always be like slapping a woman for nothing.
Hey,
Or Bugs
see?
Bunny and them be slapping, yeah, they be slapping a woman for nothing and just taking their glove off and shit.
learned behavior.
Yeah, that shit trickled up. 2025.
All right, keep your hands to yourself. Walk away. Walk away.
Keep your hands to
Wait,
But
yourself.
don't walk away
wait.
from DMV news because you may need us, but we don't need you. But we do need donations. Hit us on the Cash App at Ish Talk TV. We looking for sponsors. Um, we smoking good on this end. I went back to the dispensary. What you smoking on over there? Cool.
I don't even know the name. What's the name of this joint? I just cherry limeade
You stuff
cake.
just coming
Hey,
through.
I get tired of them naming it. Just give me some weed,
Just give me
man.
some weed, man.
They just they like the strawberry chocolate blah 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 blah. Huh? Let me get that then.
Hmm. Right. Let me get
Sounds
that.
good.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. We'll make sure y'all check out that ish pack coming soon. Ish pack coming soon.
Ish pack.
All right. Now let's get to the Waldorf Wakanda side. We're talking about lions, tigers, dogs.
I
Oh
would not
my.
call Waldorf Wakanda at all. I
Call
won't
them.
even insult Wakanda like that.
But an
Damn.
OG got arrested.
Waldorf man faces animal cruelty, possible dogfighting charges. Huh, and his name is Michael. Michael
Oh
Haywood.
no. No.
Michael Haywood, 47, was arrested and charged with animal cruelty and possible dogfighting.
Something about them mics, man. Something about them mics, man.
On September 2nd, detectives with the Charles County Sheriff's Office and Charles County Animal Control Officers served a warrant at a home on Twin Brook Drive, where they discovered 5 pit bull-like dogs.
I know where that's
Three
at.
dogs were found inside feces and urine-soaked crates inside the garage.
Lord,
2 other dogs were found chained up outside the home. According to the sheriff's office, those dogs didn't have proper shelter.
jeez.
Evidence found at the home included a treadmill baited with dog toys, large doses of antibiotics, and heavy chains weighing 15 pounds around the dogs' necks. In a news release, police said the dogs were extremely thin and had numerous cuts around their faces. Haywood also faces gun related charges. 4 firearms, including a shotgun, were found on the property. According to the sheriff's office, Haywood is prohibited from possessing firearms. The
Oh,
investigation into possible dogfighting is ongoing, and additional charges are pending.
Marco.
Bammers be reckless.
Marco.
Hey,
What
don't
a
no
low life.
dog. Yeah, don't no dogs like to sit in this shit, man. Clean that shit up, bro. It's simple. You doing that at home, so I know how you living. Ugh.
So they really must be doing that dog fighting all the way out there. That's still a thing. I thought it would be more like in Virginia, but
Yeah, right.
and
But
where
hey,
on Waldorf, you know where it's at?
I don't know if he
Waldorf
was
ain't
dog. I don't
far.
know if he was dog fighting because they said that the dogs were
Or he was breeding them.
extremely
Oh, not yet.
thin. So I don't
Yeah,
know if he could have been making them or training them to be like maybe,
mean.
yeah, just mean, or he might
Yeah,
just be a mean person, a mean man, a terrible master, um
yeah,
abusive, he any number of things, because I know when they dog fight, they need to be strong, so you have to feed them and they got to have
yeah. They
girth and muscles and stuff, and
they
you
young
can't just be
boys.
frail and
Nah. Yeah, I wonder if they put them down or are they at the shelter?
It said that they said cuts on their faces, but when dogs fight, there should have been cuts and it should have been bite marks, not cuts, but bite marks along the
Mm-mm.
ears and the
Mm.
neck and the shoulder. This is where they fight
I
at.
wonder if he was. I wonder if he was cutting them like as
So
discipline
he
with a
might just
knife.
be like a super low life, like maybe a psychopath who's starting with dogs, and maybe he's true life a serial killer in the making.
Or maybe he
You
just
think is that
guessed,
extreme?
huh?
Yeah, I think that's extreme,
you
but
you did give him serial killer title. I'm like,
well, because that's what they start off. They start off
they
with
start
animal
killing cats.
cruelty.
But this Bama 47. I think he just Southern Maryland. He was probably raised around dogs with masters that treated their dogs bad, and he thought that that's what that's supposed to be. He probably locked in, oh, that's how he treats dogs, and that's not how you treat dogs, bruh. How many dogs was it?
Now you treat anybody, anything that's living. I'm
Oh
not even
yeah,
a dog lover, and I know that.
It
how many dogs?
was 4,
Five.
Five. He
5.
had five of these Jones just suffering. He had plenty of antibiotics,
He was trying to
but
do
no
something.
food.
And if
Had
he
no
was
food.
trying to dog fight, then he was just a moron and didn't know what he was doing.
All them dogs is gonna lose if they wasn't, strong enough. They skinny and shit.
And they're not pit bulls. He said pit bull. They said pit bull like, so they don't even know what the breed is.
They probably bulldogs mixed with pits. I seen had one. He ran away from me.
Damn.
Yeah,
They
I wasn't ready.
I wonder how they get caught. It must have been somebody must have called in a tip
Yeah, his
because
house was probably stinking. His house was probably stinking, and them dogs was probably
neighbors.
barking all night. Hey man, what she talk? They kill them damn dogs, man. Do something with them dogs. Neighbors tripping.
All right, Mike. So you might have to do. I give him 1 year. Let's give him 1 year. Let's do
Better
one
call
year.
Mike's folks.
Y'all want
Call
to do
Mike's
1 year?
defense. Nah. He got 5 dogs. Give him two years each dog.
God damn.
Yeah, that's how we going out here. You can't be doing them dogs like that. Peter be like, Peter, love me. Peter, holla at me. Some sponsorship out here.
Les, what you gonna give?
What you say?
What what's your
Be like, what you in for?
I'm sorry. What am I say that again?
what's his charge like? And how many years you gonna get? How much time?
Oh, well, and it was Charles County. Ooh,
It's
people with
talk
their
justice.
dogs. How much did they give Michael Vick for?
It's talk justice. What 2 years? But then they ate his money up, right?
So maybe they'll give him 5 years.
He's
I give him
47.
about two.
No, I think that he'll get less than five because there's no actual proof of the dog fighting. So
Right.
right now it's really just animal abuse.
Animal
I
cruelty,
can't
like
I can't see you doing a bunch of
Well, he also got the gun
I can't
charges.
yeah, he's gonna do
oh
some time.
oh
Yep, he's
yeah, I
in.
think you get like 5 years minimum or something. And
It's a
then
wrap.
depending on how many bullets they found, I think that also impacts the sentencing.
Man, that's some
Yeah,
training day
he's
And
in.
then
shit.
they say he was not allowed, him
Right.
specifically was not allowed to possess a firearm. So that might be a parole violation or a
Oh,
probation violation. I
so
don't
they
know
might.
why specifically him if he's not a former guest of Your Majesty's finest.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say he's looking at I'm gonna guess around 7 to 10 if he's convicted of cruelty and the gun.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nuke.
I
What's the
can't. I
Joe
can't.
Chernobyl?
Ugh.
Yeah,
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. All right. So we're
What's
going to
this
be
one?
going to a apartment near you. So let us know where to go. And also, we're talking about relationships. Send us an XO. It can be anything: love, job, friendship,
It could
anything.
just
Parenting,
be
Let us
school
know.
yeah.
involvement,
Yep. And let us
Your
know what we
car.
should talk about
community.
when it comes to the show. All right. And anybody got something positive to say? Because we always say, y'all never talk about nobody. All right.
Yes.
Really?
Miss Leslie's youth pop-up arts presentation will be this Friday, September 12th at Art All Night,
Art all night.
sponsored by DC Collaborative in the hall. So we're going to be inside from 6 to 9, and we will perform from 6:25 to 7 p.m. Come see what the youngins have to say. We
Art
got
all
a
night.
poet, we have a dancer, We have a vocalist. We have a henna tattoo artist and an illustrator,
Yeah,
visual artist.
yeah. Jones last for about a week. You could go ahead and fake and say, "Yeah, I got me a tat, y'all. Art all night, all night, all night,
All
all night,
night, all
all night
night,
long,
all night. Come on, harmonize. Come on, keep going.
all night, all night long."
All night,
How the
all
words go?
night.
That's the only part I know.
I don't know. I'm at the music now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know the
Hey, hey,
lyrics.
hey. Hey, who was that? Who was the artist?
Oh, that's
Ain't
easy.
that to do with the chin?
Damn.
Lionel,
Lionel Richie?
Lionel
Lionel
Richie.
Richie.
Yeah, yeah. He look
But I'm
good
not
still,
good with
man.
names,
I'm
though. By
about
the way,
98.
You know that's plastic
he's
surgery.
one of the judges on either America's Got Talent or American
One of them
Idol.
Jones, yeah.
Cool. Where they can reach you at, man?
Explicit intelligence, man, on YouTube. Also, I don't know, man. IG probably about to kick me out. I just got another warning. They ain't do nothing yet, but they was like, you can't
About
be
what?
doing this. Apparently, I shared some shit that wasn't supposed to be shared or some shit. I said, like, hey, do what you gotta do, IG. But y'all can follow that IG if you want to. It's Mr. Cool with a Z. You gotta spell the cool with the K. And hey man, enjoy yourself. And just enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
That's
Is there
classic.
anything that you guys are pissed off about in the DMV in general? We got two
Ah,
minutes.
hmm. I got a lot of stuff, man. I wish these folks on Nextdoor would stop like giving ice warnings. Like, oh, there's a car, the ice at Farragut Street. Could y'all stop that, please? You
Did you
might
post it? Did you
no,
post? Can
nah,
y'all
I don't.
please?
We're gonna post it.
I, yeah, yeah.
Why don't you post it? Like, hey, stop posting ice warnings. Everybody doesn't feel the same.
I did. Next door, they be tripping. I don't think next door like me. It's just like IG. It's like, man, get this bama out of here.
Ah, be
That's a
quiet.
free speech. If you're not saying what the masses want you to say,
You
then
notice
keep your head on swivel.
Democrat
They
County.
might try to take you out.
Indeed.
Les,
I
what you
can't
think?
believe they shot that man like that. What'd you say?
You have anything that you don't like about the DMV?
The whole area?
Drop it.
Um, Not particularly any different than anything that I wouldn't like any place else. I think that despite all of the news, bad news that we're reporting, sharing, we do need to get some good news.
I need y'all to give to fix these
You know
apartments
what?
up,
That's what I
man.
don't like. When there is good news, it seems like it's always related to like the government. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that my mission to have a good news story
Let's get some good news.
every
Good
show.
news. Good
Let's get some good
news.
news.
Um,
Good
Good
news.
news.
yeah,
Good
Good news. Good news. Good
yeah.
news.
news.
New,
Good
new, good
news, good
news.
news, good
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 news,
news.
news.
Ain't
good
good news.
news.
Okay,
Wasn't
and
that in
also let's get some R&B or conscious rap in the DMV. Let's give them a spotlight. Okay.
hey,
Okay, I know who. Just who that. I'll tap into a couple people and find a artist. I like that. Highlight a conscious artist because they purposely poison us with this nonsense that has us messing up relationships, not knowing how to
right,
talk to each other, not knowing how to treat each other, not
right.
knowing how to dress. Oh, I got one thing that pisses me off in the DMV: bonnets,
Ah,
bonnets, bonnets,
Oh,
bonnets
dang.
in public. I take my bonnet off when I hit my front porch and I'm just watering my plants because there's so much traffic that goes by. Have a sense of presentation about yourself.
That's
And I
all I'm saying.
understand when your hair is not done. Look, I do my own hair, and so I have to strategically time and do things. But even wearing a fashionable scarf is a better and adequate alternative. But it makes you look like you don't care about so many things. And I'm sure that you're out handling some type of business. You're not being respected or received in the way that you think you are
mhm.
or the way that you would like. And then it also sends a message to our young girls that that's okay. And it's
Right.
not.
No.
Bonnets are for indoors,
I am not my
as are
hair.
pajamas and house slippers.
There's a
And
video.
I would say let's bring back a state of pride. What do you call that? Self you know, pride in our
NDIEisms.
look, pride in our public presentation. Let's bring
NDIE.
that back as a like make that a thing. You don't
I
have
Yeah.
to be
agree
dressed
with you.
up.
I agree. There's a video
NDIE had folks going.
on the metro. A lady recorded herself. She was doing a Leslie. She was telling these kids that they were sitting in the back of the bus and they were being rowdy and they were cursing. And so she
Mm.
was like, um, talking to him like, y'all shouldn't be talking that. You shouldn't be cursing. So they was like, shut the fuck up.
I knew it was coming.
So actually, it's funny that you would give that as an example. So here's what really happens when I talk to children on the train. I
Hey,
don't
y'all,
say
listen
y'all
up.
shouldn't be cussing, and then I come from a place of what's wrong? What did he do to you? Why is that's not your friend? What you doing to her? And then you know what they do? No, well, he put his hands on me and and then we unpack it. Well, when we were at the such and such, he smacked me, or she took my bag, or and it's not always it's the girls that be choking up the boys when they're young. The girls, and it's like, why y'all talking to each other like that? I was like, you don't like him? She's like, yeah, that's my friend. I was like, that's your friend? Well, why you call them names like that? So that's what happens when I talk to children. I don't know what happens when y'all do. If you see your child,
Kids.
check them.
They want to be rude, cussing. I politely asked them to
She do
stop.
she like shit.
See, so I'm recording because if I say something next, I don't need their parents saying I'm disrespecting their child. Because I'm a whole mother myself. Yeah, I am. I am, because the next thing I say, I don't need y'all to say I'm being
All that you're saying
disrespectful.
that I
So
did.
if your mother do follow me on TikTok, I need her to see this because I politely asked y'all to stop cussing. I didn't say I don't care who it is. I said everybody. So if your parents follow me, I need them to see this. They're rude. We're not doing that. Too rude. Whoever said they been respect, thank you, because that's what I asked. Y'all not my age.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm old enough. I'm old enough to be one of y'all mothers. Now they want to say they wasn't.
No chill. No
So
chill. These
I would say, and so did somebody did they? Because I couldn't hear. Did the kids like quiet down and stop cussing, or did they call her
nah,
They
name?
just kept
they
going.
was singing. They was like while she was talking real loud. I was
Oh,
like, all right, I peeped
yeah.
it. I
So I
peeped
would
it.
say so. That's a very juvenile and immature approach to deal with children. That's not how you deal with children.
Putting
That's
them
not
on
Not recording
that's
blast.
them.
not even how you
Yeah.
talk to an adult. You don't talk to people like that. And so that's the
Nah.
problem. We don't
You,
know how to talk to each other.
you know, it's funny. I had a guest on my podcast years ago, and she said the exact same thing. She's like, at the time, she was like 25, 26, and she was like, yeah, a lot of OGs don't teach us no more. And I was like, you got a point, homegirl. A lot of us OGs don't teach these youngins, so they go
Where are
about
they
life how
supposed to
they
get it
do it.
from? The internet? Where
They
everybody's talking
supposed to get it
reckless?
from us. They got to
Exactly.
get it from us. They
The
Mm.
fact
and
that
if they getting it from social media and they acting out on it, and we looking like they crazy. But like you said, you can't fight that fire with the same flame. You just gonna go ahead and record you trying to be respectful. You
that's not there's
exploiting
no such
them.
thing. There's no
You
such thing as
exploiting them.
trying to be respectful.
Yeah,
First of
nah,
all,
just
that's not even a thing.
walk up to them and be like, y'all, I know y'all excited and whatnot. It's a bus ride, but it's a bunch of people on here that just want to be chill. They trying to enjoy their ride home. They had a long day at work. Could y'all at least keep it down? I know y'all cursing. Keep it down a
And you
little
know what
bit.
else? That I do think that is something that will work. But you know what else works? What we fail to realize about children. Children crave attention.
Right.
Go ahead and give them some. You're not
Yeah.
doing anything. You're just riding on the bus. Go back there and sit with them and
Right.
ask
And
them,
talk to them.
how was your day at at school, how would you just start talking to them?
Change the whole
Don't make that face
vocab.
be more. It does work, and I'm not saying it's a cookie cutter thing for every situation. Some people you need to leave them alone, but
Right.
most of them you can engage, and it's varying degrees. You have to see as as you're there in the situation. But give these kids the attention that they crave, because they're gonna get it one way or the other. Whether it's from being loud and pissing everybody off, whether it's from disrespecting each other and fighting and having that cold, violent, codependent, toxic, crazy behavior that they grow up with and perpetrate and have these terrible relationships, and then they can't stay together, but they still fucking. So then we keep on having these broken homes. Somebody has to do something differently. So go ahead, you sitting on the train, you got off work, all right, you tired, but so what? You got another 10 minutes in you to go be a part of a solution? Take 10 minutes and go sit with them damn kids and just watch how they change. When they see people that all they want to do is criticize them and tell them that they're doing wrong, and they don't know you, and they was not brought up to just be listening to adults from the bus, that ain't gonna work. But when you show a child that you are actually interested in them, like for real, that you care, yeah, they're still going to be skeptical, but it's a different energy that comes, and you're met with a different energy. But that whole, well, your mother this, and she going, I don't want to say, because then if I do, man, come on, man.
She said, your mother might be following me. Who are you, homegirl? Who are you? You got 1 billion subscribers and shit. She's like, I'm gonna tell your mother if she following me.
Well, I kind of, I didn't mind it. But I would have do something matter. Well, if I was one of the kids.
Shut up.
But we're gonna end that with another episode of DMV News. We're rocking and rolling. We're doing how it's supposed to be in the DMV. I'm your host, Be More, aka Princess Amunda. Stay black. Say you getting paid, that's it talk. See me with my babe, that's it talk. The money in that way, that's it talk.